Hey everybody, happy Monday. So today I wanted to talk to you about a new product on my site. It is the Dragon's Blood White Sage. So this, you guys, is, I get a lot of people who ask me, okay, so I sage, right, with white sage, and after I sage, how do I go back to protecting my home? Because I kind of feel like my home is like, has negative energy in it. It's built up negative energy. Once I get it out, how do I go about protecting myself? So the short answer is the Dragon's Blood Sage has, it's not real dragon's blood, obviously, right? You guys know that. The full description of what this is on my site. So Dragon's Blood it cleans the energy of the room, but it also protects it. It's one of the strongest things that you can use to protect your space. So depending on what you're using the sage for, because some people use it to sage a space, another person, an object, it just depends on what you're trying to clear. But this will clear and protect, right? So if you're looking to clear and protect, I would suggest the Dragon's Blood Sage. This is really, really good one. It doesn't smell that much different. It doesn't smoke that. If anything, to me, it smokes a little bit less. I want you guys to remember when you're burning sage, sage is a plant. And so every plant, in my opinion, has a spirit to it. And spirit knows how much you need. Because some people will say, well, when do I turn it out? You can turn it out when you're gonna leave the room, when you're done with it, right? But if you're just burning, right, and you're gonna be in the room, like for me, I'll sit here and I'll work and I'll turn my sage on. Sometimes I turn it on and it turns right off. I don't force it because the sage knows how much you need. The spirit knows what you need and how much you need, if that makes sense. So sometimes I light it and it turns off really fast and I just leave it there and it's done because it knows how much it needed to clear and it wasn't that much. Sometimes if it keeps going and going and going and I have to leave, I never leave anything lit in my house. So I will manually, like with my hand, turn it out. I've had sage where funky things have happened, where it's literally, I've lit it, I let it sit and it burned. So the outside still looked normal, but the whole inside was burning. And when I touched it, it just shattered. It was the weirdest thing. And I've had sage that would not go out no matter what I did. And I literally had to put it in a pot with a top on it and put it out on my balcony because it wouldn't go out. Like, it was crazy. But being on social media also opens you up to a lot of negativity, a lot of people with bad intentions towards you. So I get it. But I want you guys to know, if you light it and it goes right out, spirit knows how much you need. So don't freak out about it. So this is a great one. And then you guys, my most popular item that I changed up a little bit is the smudge kit. So I have these that are all ready to go out. This is my favorite product, you guys, simply because of the way that it's put together. So in this kit, I've changed it from the photo. In the kit, you get, see, I wear a lot of bracelets and every bracelet does something different. They protect different things. Like for example, the lava stone absorbs any negative energy and then converts it into positive energy. So if somebody comes around me with really negative energy or somebody's looking at me with negative intention, the lava will absorb it up. And then I have coral, I have tiger's eye, I have all kinds of different stuff, you guys, for different things. Turquoise is like one of my favorites. I'm always drawn to turquoise. So if you ever see me, I wear a lot of turquoise. The sage kit comes with your bracelet. So I hand bead all of these bracelets myself, and then I charge them before they get to you. So this is blue agate. So whoever gets this one is going to get this really beautiful blue agate. And honestly, you guys, like, you feel different once you put your bracelets on. Like, you feel that negative energy disperse, or you feel a little bit happier during your day, and you notice you don't absorb everybody else's negativity in the room, especially if you're empathic in any way. These are a lifesaver. So you get a bracelet that I hand beaded and I handmade for you. And then you also get a candle that I also handmade. So I hand pour these. Let's see if I can open this one. So I made these the other day. It came out really pretty. But in the photo, it's a smaller candle. So I now make these larger ones. So you can see, I don't know if you can see it. I think I get away from that. You can see it's got amethyst on it. And it's got amethyst, lavender, and some other herbs. So it'll bring you love. It'll help you feel calm. And I always suggest when you're doing any type of ritual work to make sure that you light a candle because it dispels any negativity that's already in your home. So make sure that you put this in a safe container and you light this while you sage. So the sage bundle looks very different from the one in the photo because I changed it to, it has 3 different things in it. So now my sage bundle comes with sweetgrass. Well, it has 4 things in it. So it comes with sweetgrass, sage, rose petals, and yerba santa. So it is a 3 different thing. And if you can see, you guys, this sage is a really great size. It's really big, it's really thick. And that sweetgrass is really amazing to burn in your house because it just brings so much good energy in. So that you want to take the negative energy out. And people will ask me, like, when is a good time to sage? After an argument, after you feel that negativity in your system, just kind of sage it out. We can't see energy. It's not something that we could see with our eyes, but it's definitely there. Living in an apartment or a townhome or something like that, you have the energy coming in from the other walls. So sometimes it's not even something that you create. Sometimes it's something that's in the air. Sometimes it's energy that someone else is sending you. So when other people are talking about you, that breath goes into the air and it just goes straight to you. So if you don't protect yourself, some of the bad things that people say about you at work, on the street, on social media, it makes its way to you. So you have to always protect your energy, protect your space, especially if you're like me and you work from home. I always want to have like a clear space. If you meditate, if you do yoga, if you have kids, you guys, I was going to do a totally different video on this, but let me just say this since we're here. My son was kind of getting bullied at school. Kids were saying things, it's normal stuff, right? Everybody's kids come home at one time or another upset about what the other kids are saying about them. So I was explaining to my son that I want to sage him, and I also want to protect him from any negative energy. We can't control what other people say, but we can control our reaction, right? And the biggest thing that I want to teach my son is you don't need to react to everything, because people are always going to say something bad about you and negative about you, and people are always going to try to make you feel bad. It's how you react to it that's going to make the difference. So my son now has 3 different pendants. 2 of them absorb negativity, and he wears like 6 different bracelets. Like, he's all about his crystals, but he's always been into crystals. But I have to say, you guys, since I have him, I've explained to him how the bracelets work and what they are, and he likes to wear like the darker colored ones because they're more like masculine. His days at school are more enjoyable. He's learned to let things kind of roll up, because in his head, everything that the kids say to him, his bracelets absorb them. And then at night, he puts his necklaces and his stuff on selenite, which clears it out into the air. And the next day, he starts over. So he's no longer absorbing this negativity from the other kids at school. He's saying that his crystals are absorbing it. And he feels better about himself. And anything that I could do to make sure that my son has an easier day at school works for me. So these bracelets, the stones, sage, all of that has worked for my 10-year-old. I just want to share that with you guys. It's not something that you have to do. And again, you guys remember, my spirituality has nothing to do with religion. I still believe in God. I was baptized Catholic. I'm Christian now, although I do most of my worship at home. I don't go to like a physical church. But I do worship God. I do speak to God, but my spirituality is totally separate from that. Like, I'm not, I don't know. Some people think that because you burn sage, you're a devil worshiper, which is crazy, because sage is a plant, right? So it's plant medicine. So the same way, if you drink any type of tea, you're asking the plant to help calm you down or help you sleep. So we use plants, we eat plants, but that's what sage is. Sage is basically plant medicine, and it's not anything to do with the devil or God. It has to do with the earth and the spirit of the plant. So just to be clear on that, I don't want anybody to feel like it's anything like that. It's all good. It's all love. So with that, you guys, I hope you check out my store, Apothecary by Mariza. I hope this video helps you, and I hope you guys have an amazing Monday. Bye.